All right, well, living in Colorado, not only are we at high altitude, but we know it gets really hot here in the summer. That's why being sun safe is really important, and that means getting regular skin checks. In the sponsored segment, we want to introduce you to the Sun Bus, a mobile service that offers free skin checks. It's outside of our studio today, offering free checks to our staff, and that's where Chris Tomer is. Tomer, what's going on, my friend?
This is like a mobile lab, Spencer. It's really cool, the Sun Bus. I'm here with Dr. Neil Box. Doctor, thanks for coming on with us this morning. And we've got a bus, a bunch of volunteers. Tell us a little bit about this.
Well, this is the Sun Bus. Chris, thanks for having us today. We travel around and work with local dermatology to provide access to free skin cancer checks for the general public.
Why is it so important here in Colorado? I mean, I can tell you, we're at 5280. Does that factor in?
Yeah, it absolutely does. Here in Denver, in the Mile High City, we have 26% more UV in the visible light. If you're up in the mountains climbing at 10,000 feet, there's 50% more UV in the visible light. So you can go to the beach in Florida or California on your holidays. You can spend, and you'll actually have more time on the beach and get less sun exposure than just being up here in Colorado.
I can attest to that. I'm a climber, so I've gotten burned several times up at high altitude. So why is this critical? Why do you guys have this bus?
Well, we got the bus because we need to really engage with education and providing access to dermatology screens. We would like to promote that access for people who don't really engage regularly. About 70% of the general public don't have access to a regular dermatologist. So we want to kind of engage people to be involved in their own skin health.
What kind of things do you see when people stop by the bus?
Well, we catch melanomas. We've done over 5,000 free skin cancer screens so far, and we've caught around 40 melanomas, and then we also have basal and squamous cell carcinomas, and we found hundreds of those. If you look at the population rates, they're more than any other cancer type combined, and they're associated with your lifetime sun exposure. So the more sun exposure you get to a certain age and you've ruined your skin. So the best thing you can do for your skin in your 50s is sun safety in your 20s.
Yeah. So where does suntan lotion come into all this?
Well, that's an important part of your regular UV, sun safety regime. So wear hats, use the shade whenever you can when you're outside, and whatever parts, wear sun-safe clothing, and whatever parts of your body are exposed, use sunscreen.
Yeah. What we're going to do coming up in about 15 minutes is we're going to go into the actual bus. Is that right?
Absolutely. We'll talk to Dr. Rita from Epiphany Dermatology at Cherry Creek, and she'll give us a tour of the inside of the bus.
Now, are you going to take a, what is it, like a picture or a thermal of my face or somebody's face, and it can tell you like if you have damage?
Absolutely. We have a camera over here that looks at hidden sun damage, so we can access in real time what your sun damage looks like.
I don't know if I want to do that, Spencer. You and I were talking about that in the elevator, and you're more than welcome to come down and get a check as well. We're going to go inside the bus again in about 15 minutes.
Chris, I think you and I can go down there. John, our floor director, is coming too. We got to get checked out. He's like,
okay,
pick me,
John,
pick
too.
me. All right, thank you so much. We're going to catch up with Chris a little later on in the show. They got a lot going on down there, so stay tuned on the Sun Bus, everybody.